Hi everybody, Sheila Keeter here, your teacher for inclusion. I am sitting in my office on this hot summer day without air conditioning because who can afford air conditioning at the time when gas prices are sky high? Anyhow, I hope you're having a wonderful summer. And today I want to talk about the TPT algorithm and how resources get placed. Now, my first thing is to give a disclaimer. This is not information that I got from Teachers Pay Teachers. This is based on trial and error and one other additional tool that I've been using that I'll talk about in a bit. So the first thing you need to know when you post a resource is that for the first 24 hours, don't look to see where you're placed because it's really depressing. You're like way at the end, okay? After 24 hours, you get placed where your resource is going to go. And it's always, well, for me, it's always better than where it originally got placed. If your product doesn't sell, it will drop further back. At least the products that I have that don't sell, they've dropped further back on further pages. If your product does sell, or if my product sells, then it goes up higher in, we could call it rank, on like the first or second page if your product is selling. So it does matter, like if you have products that aren't good, or maybe it's just your cover or your description or whatever, you can drop further and further back. So keep that in mind. If you post regularly, okay, like right now I'm posting a new resource every day, but I'm on summertime. During the school week, I post maybe 3 resources or 3 products. And if you post regularly, then you can gain some seniority in the order. Okay, if you are new, this is kind of cool. If you're new and you post a bunch of resources after 24 hours, look to see where you are, you will be ranked higher than a lot of people. Okay, because TPT, it seems like they give you a chance when you're a newer seller and maybe to test it out to see how it sells. Now, if you post like 100 products at once, you also move up really high in the algorithm, but you're not guaranteed to stay there if your products don't sell. So one of the reasons that I have been able to gauge this information is because I've mentioned in a video before, I have a thief who at one point copied my resources, copied my description, literally word for word. And now she's copying other people and not me, because I've been after her with TPT for a long time and she just keeps closing and opening new stores. This is why it's also really important to know your competition. Okay, know the people that are above you, the people that are below you. And if you ever see anything suspicious, then make sure that you turn the person into TPT. Anyhow, note here, this is my cover for my resource. This is the person who copies me cover for their resource. They also continue to copy my descriptions, but that's beside the point because that's not what I'm here to talk about today. So you'll notice this person started long after I did, okay? And they have 4 different stores because at first they were double dipping. So they were creating like the same thing 4 times to try to get more sales, which really didn't work for them. But this resource right here, I have 750 resources. This person in this particular shop, let's see, this is the Great Teacher USA. she has 140 products, and she's right behind me. So this is what I mean by, if you open up a newer store, they tend to give you some favorable statistics on your resources, on whether or not they would sell. One of the frustrating parts about this situation is that for a while, this person was above me, and I was trying to figure it out. And the difference is that they were posting like 100 resources at the same time. And so they were given a chance by TPT, and they were above me, which was very frustrating. And now that their store isn't doing well, they get bad scores, so on and so forth. They are now below me. Okay, let's see. That is pretty much all that I have for you. This is page 1. You always want to try to create resources that will land you on page 1 or 2. Apparently, most people only look at the first few resources on the first page, which is rather depressing, right? But some people scroll through, and some people go to various different pages. Thank goodness for that. Anyhow, I hope that you got some insight on maybe some things that you can do to try to get your resource posted higher. But just keep those things in mind that I shared. Like, again, the first 24 hours, don't look to see where you are posted, because it's depressing. You're all the way at the end. If there are like 90 pages of the same resource, don't create resources that have that many pages, okay? Because I would imagine it's very disheartening to have a resource on like the 10th page and to never have it sell. So when you have an idea and you're ready to create a product, make sure you look it up on TPT first to make sure that it's not oversaturated. You can believe in yourself all you want, which you should, and you can be successful. You can definitely be successful on Teachers Pay Teachers. I am just a regular teacher, and I'm doing very well, and I know that you can too. But make sure you're working smarter and not harder, and you're always checking to see how many of the resource that you are creating have already been created. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And very quickly, if you want to know all my strategies and methods that have gotten me to where I am today, then I have a course, and it's for English teachers. Sorry, everybody else, but it's just for English teachers. I went super niche down, and it tells them exactly what to do to be successful in TPT. All right, guys, happy summer. Thank you. Bye-bye.